Solenko and Shippensburg face off in today's Battle of Brains. Which team will emerge victorious? Let's find out now on WGAL8 Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGAL8 Brainbusters, celebrating 25 years. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It is another exciting return match on Brainbusters. Solenko and Shippensburg are back, ready to prove they deserve a spot in round three. These players have the smarts, the speed, and the spirit, and that's what Brainbusters is all about. We're going to have fun in this half hour, and we are expecting a very exciting and competitive match with these very intelligent young people. But before we dive into the questions, let's take a moment to meet our players and coaches competing in today's match. So first, it's a pleasure to welcome back the team from Solenko High School. First, we have Mr. Cayley Rourke. He is the gifted education teacher and, of course, the coach of the Brainbusters team. Next, we have Lucy. She is a senior. Next to Lucy, we have Rhiannon. She is a junior, and she is today's alternate. Today's captain is John. He is a senior. And then Brianna is a junior. And I do want to give a shout out to Amitai as a senior and Thomas a junior. Both were unable to be with us today. Welcome back to the Solenko High School Brainbusters team. And now let's give a warm welcome to the Shippensburg Area High School team. First, we welcome back Becca. She is a junior. Next to Becca is a freshman, Luke. He is one of today's alternates. Our captain is Carlisle. He is a junior. Next to Carlisle is Tristan. He is a freshman and also one of the alternates. And the last player is Ushin, and he is a sophomore. And next to Ushin is Mrs. Petra Reuter. She is the academic competition advisor for Shippensburg Area High School. A warm welcome back to the Shippensburg Area High School Brainbusters team. Okay. We've met our players. Now let's get right into our match. Here comes today's opening round. Welcome back, guys. Pick up your signaling buttons and let's use them frequently, beginning with this 10-point question. Anthropic uses Claude. ChatGPT is developed by OpenAI. Grok is developed by xAI, a company used by X. What is the family of large language models developed by Google AI? John?
Gemini.
Gemini is correct for 10 points. Since 2018, Jerome Powell has been the chairman of this group of 12 banks that helps moderate. Carlisle?
The National Reserve.
No, sorry, I'm going to complete the question for Solenko. The 12 banks that helps moderate interest rates and stabilize prices. What is this system? And that's John again.
The Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve System is the correct answer. Catherine Middleton is the Duchess of Cambridge. Meghan Markle, her sister-in-law, is the Duchess of John.
Sussex.
Sussex, you are correct again. It's now a national symbol of China, but in ancient China, it was on the menu for dinner. What is this endangered Chinese bear? Yuxing.
Panda.
Panda is correct, and that gets Shippensburg on the board for 10 points. In 1959, he went to Russia uninvited and lived there for 3 years until the KGB became convinced he had nothing to tell them. He returned to the U.S. and assassinated JFK the next year. Who was he, John?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
It was he. Yes, you are correct for another 10 points. The air around a lightning bolt is superheated to about 5 times the temperature of the sun, causing the air to expand faster than the speed of sound. Ushin.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to complete the question for Solenko. Expand faster than the speed of sound, which forms a shock wave. What do we hear as a result? Lucy?
Thunder.
We do hear thunder, yes. First, it's a kind of number. Second, it's used to indicate order. Third, it's the answer to this question. What kind of numbers are first, second, and third? Becca.
Sequences?
Not sequences, no, sorry. Solenko, John?
Real numbers.
They're called ordinal numbers. The largest known animal to have ever existed is not a dinosaur. It's alive today. What animal is it? Becca?
The blue whale.
You are correct. It has a rhyme scheme, A-A-B-B-A. What is this 5-line poem, Carlisle?
A limerick.
A limerick, yes. Ooh, just in time. And now, here comes today's audio question. Please buzz in after the tone.
The Tuskegee Institute trained the first African-American fighter pilots that fought so bravely in World War II.
Anybody? Oh, we stumped you on the anchor of NBC Nightly News, Tom Yamas. Most of them have from 250 to 450 dimples, and the dimples have to be symmetrical. What is this, Becca?
Golf balls?
A golf ball is this piece of sports equipment. Yes. The number of ways 5 objects can be arranged is expressed as 5 factorial. How many ways is that? Lucy?
120.
120, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Among his greatest hits were Flow Gently Sweet Afton, Coming Through the Rye, My Heart's in the Highlands, and Old Lang Syne. Who is the Scots poet? John.
Keats.
Not he, no, sorry. Carlisle?
O. Henry.
Burns, Robert Burns. On the World Wide Web, it's a popular site. But in Gulliver's Travels, it's a nasty creature that looks a lot like a human being. What name do they share? Eugene.
Horse.
Not horse, no. Believe it or not, it's Yahoo! It comprises only about 1% of our atmosphere, yet contributes massively to the greenhouse effect. What is this inert... Carlo?
Methane.
No. What is this inert compound? John?
Carbon dioxide.
You are correct, yes. In 1952, he was a researcher at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine when he injected 43 children with his killed virus vaccine for polio. Who was this physician? Oh, that's the famous Jonas Salk. Fewer than 100 of these animals have been born in captivity because, well, most zoos won't keep bulls, which are inclined to go on a rampage. What are these pachyderms? Becca?
Rhinos?
Not rhinos? Nope, sorry. Oh, we stumped you on elephants. Bach's St. Matthew Passion, Haydn's Creation, and Handel's Messiah are all example of this kind of choral work. What are they? Eugene?
Opera.
No, not opera, sorry. They're called oratorios. If your weight, it's your weight divided by the square of your height. What is this measure of fatness, John?
BMI.
BMI, body mass index. You are correct. A 1 kilogram mass is accelerating at a rate of 1 meter per second in newtons. What force is needed to do that? Eugene?
1.
One what?
Oh, 1 Newton.
1 Newton, yes, that's correct. Thanks a lot. It secretes half a dozen hormones. Oh, we won't get to that question or any more questions in that round because that sound takes us to the end of the round and to our first break. We'll get ready for the one-on-one rapid fire and 60-second team lightning rounds when WGAL8 Brainbusters continues following these messages.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. The final 4 teams in the WGAL8 Brainbusters tournament will win cash grants. The 3rd and 4th place teams will receive $1,000 each. The 2nd place team will receive $3,000. And the WGAL8 Brainbusters champions will receive $5,000 in grant money. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're staying with us. The game continues now with our one-on-one rapid fire round where each player takes center stage. We have a really nice game going, 80-50, but there's a lot more game and a lot more questions ahead of us. But first, it gives us a chance now to meet our players and maybe get to know them just a little bit better. First, Lucy, welcome back. It's nice to have you here. So our question in round 2 is, what do you do for fun outside of school? The books are closed, school's over.
Well, I love being athletic, so this past season was my 3rd year on the Solanco tennis team, and I was one of 2 captains, and I'm looking forward to playing lacrosse this upcoming spring.
Fantastic. So what about in the winter? Do you...
In the winter, it's like my break season. I like to run to stay in shape, but that's about it.
And a little studying on the side,
Yeah.
perhaps. Nice to have you here. Becca, nice to have you back. What about you? What do you do for fun outside of school?
So in the fall, I'm on my school's field hockey team. I'm the goalie. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm looking forward to doing swimming this year. This will be my first time doing that. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Swimming takes a lot of dedication. It's almost every day in the pool.
Yes.
No question. All right, well, this takes a lot of dedication too, ladies, Lucy and Becca, as we put you two one-on-one. When a liquid changes to a gas, that's evaporation. What is it called when a gas changes to a liquid? Becca?
Sublimation?
No, sorry. Lucy?
Condensation.
Condensation is correct for 10 points. King Charles III is the sovereign. William, Prince of Wales, is the heir to the British throne. Who is next in line? Oh, we stumped you on Prince George of Wales, born July 22nd, 2013. Okay, we have a scores of 90 to 50. Now let's meet our two captains. First from Solanco, it's a pleasure to welcome back John. John, you did really well in that first round of play, and it's great to have you here. So besides studying, of course, hitting the books, what do you do for fun outside of school?
A bit of a basic answer, but I really do enjoy reading. However, I take that passion and apply it outside of school. I spend a lot of time volunteering at my local library. This summer, I helped to teach a reading and writing class to elementary schoolers, and I led a book club.
Okay, and I'm going to first revisit Lucy and Becca because I made a mistake. I only gave you two questions. I owe you two another question. So, John, I'm going to return to you in just a moment, but thank you for the correction. I thank our judges for alerting me to this, the excitement being here on the set. So here is your third question as we put you two one-on-one. In 1923, it replaced Istanbul as the capital of Turkey. What is this new and current capital? Oh, we stumped you on Ankara. John, I interrupted you. Now we're going to return to John and tell us once again.
So outside of school, I really enjoy reading, particularly Russian literature. I also enjoy volunteering at our local library. This summer I taught a reading and writing class to K through 5th graders and helped to start a book club.
Fantastic. Good for you. Reading is so important and so integral to the success on this show, no doubt. Carlisle, what about you? What do you do for fun outside of school?
Well, I really love listening to music. I'd say I listen to 3 or 4 hours of music every single day, and I'm also very involved in my school's drama program. I participate in all the school plays and musicals.
So what kind of music? I put you on the spot. Like typically, what kind of music do you listen to?
I'm a big fan of just rock and roll. I think
Rock
that's
and
my
roll,
favorite.
hardcore rock and roll. All right. Carlisle and John, let's put you two one-on-one. It can cause blindness. What disease is characterized by increased pressure of the fluid within the eyeball? Carlisle, not a cataract, no, sorry. John, well, if you go to an eye doctor, you're always going to have a glaucoma test. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal, thank you very much. Whose multi-volume adventures begins with this sentence? John.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I bet you haven't come across that sentence in a long time. And finally, your third question. If you're dancing in a ballet with a partner, it's a pas de deux. If you're singing in an opera with a partner, it's called what? Carlisle.
A duet.
It's called a duet indeed. Yes, good for you. Okay, we have a great game going, 100 to 60. Now let's meet our third players in today's competition. Brianna, welcome back. What do you do for fun outside of school?
Well, similar to Lucy, I also love playing sports. I play field hockey, lacrosse, and competitive dance. And I was on our school's flag football team for Powder Puff, which the juniors did win. And I also love watching football on the daily.
Okay, I'm just exhausted with all those activities, but you do have time to study, and you're obviously a
Yes,
terrific
absolutely.
student. There's no doubt. Thank you for sharing. Yusheen, what about you?
Well, Rich, I love reading. I love writing. I also swim and play the violin. But there's something else that occupies my spare time, and it's watching Brainbuster shows, so.
Flattery will not get you any answers. No, but I like it. Thank you so much. Yusheen and Brianna. Let's put you two one-on-one. The next question deals with sugar. Sucrose is ordinary table sugar. What kind of sugar is found in fruit? Yusheen.
Fructose?
Fructose is correct. When it began, it featured VJs playing music videos. Now it's more famous for reality shows like The Real World, Beavis and Butthead, and Jersey Shore. What cable channel will turn 45 on August 1st, 2026? Well, we stumped you on MTV. And finally, his vice presidents were John Nance Garner, Henry A. Wallace, also Alban Barkley and Harry Truman. Who was this president, Eugene?
FDR.
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You are correct. 100-80. Eugene, you helped your team massively in that last round of play. Now, let's pick up the pace and play today's 60-second team lightning round. 1 minute on the clock, and every correct answer counts. Okay, so Carlisle, your team is behind at this point, but only by 20 points. So you will select first among these three quizzes. We have sanity test, a blue streak, M&M's.
M&M's.
M&M's. Malted Milk, Magic Mountain, and Missoula, Montana all have the same initials, MM. For 10 points each, identify these other M&M's. Carlisle, I take your answers to the team's answer. Becca and Eugene are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck to all three of you, and here we go. He was called Mortimer until Walt Disney's wife gave him a new name.
Mickey Mouse.
Correct. In 2018, she married Prince Harry of England and
Meghan
became
Markle.
the Duchess. Meghan Markle is correct. She won the Pulitzer Prize for her only novel, Gone with the Wind.
Margaret Mitchell.
Margaret Mitchell.
Margaret Mitchell is correct. It's rapper Eminem's real name and alter ego.
Marshall Mathers.
That is correct. Jesus cured her of evil spirits, and she was
Mary
at
Magdalene.
crucifixion. That is correct. It's abbreviated MM. There are about 25 of them in an inch.
Millimeters.
Millimeters, yes. Her real name was Norma Jean Baker, famous blonde movie star.
Marilyn Monroe.
That's the one. This was the colonial militia at the beginning of the American Revolution.
Minutemen.
Minutemen, yes. Robin Hood's sweetheart.
Mary Magdalene.
Maid Marian. The New York Yankee was MVP in 1956 and 57.
No answer.
Mickey Mantle, she starred in Mike and Molly and won the Academy Award for Bridesmaids.
No answer.
Melissa McCarthy, this catfighting cartoon hero, is always there to save the day.
No answer.
Mighty Mouse, he won the Academy Award for Best Actor for Dallas Buyers Club. All right, all right, all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
He's the one. These warriors of Kenya rebelled against the British in the 1950s. Mau Mau. Wow, that was a lot of fun. 9 correct, 90 points came your way. John, we gave him a workout. Lucy and Brianna, I hope you're ready to help John out with either Sanity Quiz or Blue Streak.
Sanity, please.
Sanity Quiz. We'd like to determine how mentally sound you are, geographically that is. For 10 points each, identify these places whose names all begin with S-A-N.
All right.
John, I take your answers to the team's answer. Lucy and Brianna are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck to all three of you, and here we go. The cable cars in this California city first started rolling.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is correct. The Padres of the MLB play their home games in this city.
San Diego.
San Diego, yes. The Alamo is an historic site in this Texas city.
San Antonio.
That's correct. Johnny Cash wrote a song about this prison and performed there in 1969.
Pass.
San Quentin, it's the capital of El Salvador. It sounds a lot like it, too.
San Salvador.
That's correct. The capital of Puerto Rico.
San Juan.
San Juan, it's the National Hockey League. It's where the Sharks skate.
Pass.
San Jose. This geological rift was responsible for the 1906 San Francisco earthquake.
Pass.
San Andreas Fault, it's the second largest city in Cuba and the capital of Chile.
Santiago.
Santiago, yes, it claims to be the oldest state in Europe. It's certainly one of the smallest.
San Marino.
San Marino, yes, the Swallows return to this mission every March and leave in October.
Pass.
San Juan Capistrano, the capital of Costa Rica. San Jose,
San Jose.
the capital of Yemen.
Sadat.
Sana. During the Spanish-American War, the Rough Riders fought up this hill.
Pass.
San Juan Hill. A little stumbling. 7 correct. 70 points came your way. Look at those scores, 150 to 170. That was a great lightning round. It's now time to reveal today's bonus Brainbuster category. So now during our break, our teams will wager 0 to 25 points, depending on how confident they are with the subject of legal terms. So please stay with us as WGAL 8 Brainbusters continues following this brief break.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL 8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hello, everybody. We are excited to be back, but I just wanted to alert you that our scores have been corrected. The scores are tied. 170 to 170. And this is a perfect time because it's now time for today's bonus Brain Buster. During our break, our teams wagered between 0 to 25 points on the topic of legal terms. Now here's Caitlin Smith in the News 8 newsroom with today's question. Caitlin.
Thanks, Rich. Now here's your bonus Brain Buster. This legal term describes a catastrophic event caused solely by natural forces, something that could not have been foreseen or prevented by human action. What is this three-word term often cited in insurance and contract law? Again, this legal term describes a catastrophic event caused solely by natural forces, something that could not have been foreseen or prevented by human action. What is this three-word term often cited in insurance and contract law? Good luck with your answer. Now back to you in Studio B. Rich?
Thank you, Caitlin. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay. My producers are asking us if we could have you write something down. John, Lucy, Brianna. I think we challenged our players today, did we? May wait for Carlisle to close his pen. And there we go. Okay. John, if you could hold up the card for us. Wow, okay. And you wrote down, no, it was a great guess, 25-point wager. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deduct 25 points from your score. Carlisle, you are coming up with something unforeseen. Oh, is that funny that you came up with the same thing, but only a 15-point wager? That was wise to do that. The correct answer is act of God. Act of God is the three-word phrase, the phrase insurance agents know all too well. 145 to 155. Pick up your singing buttons because here comes today's final frenzy. This time it's 20-point questions. Only 2 signers of the Constitution became U.S. president. Washington was one. Who was the other? Becca.
Washington and Thomas Jefferson.
No, sorry. Any idea, John?
Madison.
Madison, James Madison is the correct answer. It's the Canadian province that borders Quebec, Nova Scotia, and the state of Maine. It's the New Jersey town that is home of the Rutgers University. What name do they share, John?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick's correct. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. In what novel, Carlisle?
1984.
By George Orwell. You are correct. William Gilbert and Arthur Sullivan are known for musicals such as HMS Pinafore and The Pirates of Penzance. What are Hanna and Barbera known for? They're known for cartoons or animation. Alexander Pope wrote both his essay on criticism and his essay on man using rhymed pair of lines. What are these poetic
Couplets.
Couplets, Lucy is correct for 20 points. T.S. Eliot won the 1948 Nobel Prize for Literature for works like The Wasteland and the Four Quartets. What do the initials T.S. stand for? Carlisle.
Thomas Sangreen.
Nope, sorry. Lucy.
Theodore Stephen.
Thomas Stearns. Apart from their color, there's another major difference between red and white blood cells. What do white blood cells have that red blood cells do not? John.
Plasma.
No, sorry. Carlisle.
Antibodies.
A nucleus is the correct answer in art and architecture. It lasted from about 1550 to 1700. In music, from about 1600 to 1750. What was this European? Eugene. Baroque is correct. He was the son of a coal miner, and his first novel was about the son of a coal miner who became an author. Who wrote Sons and Lovers? We summed you on D.H. Lawrence. Mitosis is divided into 5 stages, including anaphase, prophase, metaphase, and telophase. Which middle phase is missing? Carlisle.
Anaphase.
Nope, sorry. Lucy.
Meiosis.
Interphase. He was the first U.S. president to be awarded a Nobel Peace Prize after he helped Carlisle.
Jimmy Carter.
Not he, no, after he helped negotiate the 1905 treaty, which ended the Russo-Japanese War. Who was he? And that was Theodore Roosevelt. Wow, This now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of the match. What a fantastic game. It looks like Solanco has been successful and triumphant, and they will return for round 3. But we hope to see you in just a short moment or two. What a game. Congratulations, Solanco. You are moving on to round 3. And thank you to Shippensburg. You inspired us with your effort. Next round features Boiling Springs and Bishop McDevitt. And we are expecting a very exciting match. I'm Rich Rosen. Remember this. Intelligence isn't just what you know. It's how hard you work to know more. Until next time, keep growing and keep learning. So long, everyone.